Hey y'all, and welcome to the Maple Mafia channel. Today we're going to be going through our Maple Mafia items that are getting listed, well, the things that are selling today on eBay and this weekend.
Yeah, there's some cool plants, guys, some really interesting things coming off this weekend. We dropped some plants on Friday. New plants will be listed after this video. New plants will also be listed on Sunday. So we have plants going off and getting listed on both Friday and Sunday. Be looking out for that. We're going to tell you about the ones going off today. There's some phenomenal plants, some things you haven't seen listed yet on Mr. Maple. And that's what we do here on the eBay channel, Maple Mafia. We kind of list some items that gives us an excuse to sell some stock plants that may not have been previously listed. Let's jump right into it. First off, we've got Acer Olivianum Hot Rod.
Yeah, Hot Rod is a rare selection. It's a selection from the Heat Seeker series that we haven't officially dropped yet, but we have dropped it once or twice here on eBay. It's probably not going to get dropped again because we're down to sort of the bare minimum of our stock plants of the selection, but it is a yellow-barked Acer Olivianum, making it very heat-tolerant and durable for many people in high-heat areas.
I'm going to list that one zone 7 through 9. We're trialing it still in zone 6. Really cool plant. Next up, we've got Acer Schneiderianum. That's one, if you watch that Emory Davis podcast we talked to Emory about, probably one of the most brilliantly colored orange fall colors you'll ever see. It's a species that goes to incredible colors. Now, if there was a selection made of this, it would be in that Heat Seekers. These are like Acer Olivianum in their durability. High heat plant. Going to work zone 6 through 9. Super durable for that high heat setting.
Yeah, one of the things Emory was talking about too on his older Acer Schneiderianum is they have this unique bark feature where it just sort of has these little flecking in the bark as well, adding a unique interest that you don't get on many other types. But he just praised Schneiderianum about its heat tolerance and durability in a higher heat setting in France. And, you know, the fall colors are to die for. I mean, you see that just bright orange color and you're just like, wow, that is so shocking. It's probably one of the rarest species that you don't see in the trade today.
It's a rock star. It's killer. It's amazing. It's my favorite. Grab one today. All right, guys. Next up, we've got Acer Palmata Millstone Pinky. This is an introduction by Paul Lowe down there, Millstone Nursery. We're doing a whole series of his. One of his best pink interest spring uprights. So this one's going to remind you a little bit of DeSojo, but with highly intense pink.
Yeah, the spring colors are just super, super pink on this one. Give it some sunlight.
Are they to die for?
They're super pink. Super, super duper pink. And give it some sunlight to really peak up that pink color. In a more shaded situation, you're not going to get as intense of a pink color as you would with some more sunlight. And also, you want to avoid putting large amounts of nitrogen on any of these spring interest trees because you can shorten up that time frame of that spring interest by doing so.
Here's another one that leaves out kind of late. Anticipation. Great quality on this one. Named by my late great friend Mike Francis Sr. This one leaves out late, and that's why I got the name Anticipation. You have to wait on it a little bit in spring. One great quality about that, though, is that it avoids late frost. So you can kind of get, leafing out later is a more cold tolerant, frost tolerant quality in a Japanese maple.
Y'all, next up, we've got Acer Palmatum Iro. This is a selection by Talon Buchholz, and it means different. And it has some of that Higashiyama style variegation, as well as some of the other style leaves, which are just a little more green. And it sort of has those two different leaves on there at the same time, giving some contrast with each other. And something that he thought was very interesting. And it's a very, Japanese type thing to see, all these different styles and they're playing off of each other. And that's really what you appreciate with Iro.
All right, next up, we've got Acer Palmata Mitsuba Yatsubusa.
Yeah, I think we gave one of these away at a game show.
I think Bjorn ended up with it. I think he might have bought it from somebody eventually.
Oh, but I mean, it is a really neat, smaller growing Japanese maple with a twisted leaf to it. So the leaf twists like something like Tendo, but it's just unusual and different. This is a selection that you don't see in the nursery trade, and I don't think it's really ever hit MrMaple.com either.
We'll be coming, though. Next up, we got a classic. You guys know this one, Red Panda. Often imitated, never duplicated. Grab you a Red Panda from the source. We're the guys that named this one. One of the best reds you'll ever see on a Makawa Yatsubusa form, guys. It is the best red seedling for a reason. Grab you one today on Maple Mafia channel. You know it's legit.
Next up, we've got Acer Shirasanum OG No Sin. And this is a rare Acer Shirasanum selection. It's a full moon maple you don't see in the trade. And we've never dropped it on Mr. Maple. The first time we ever dropped it was on eBay. And I think this is probably the second time it's ever been dropped, ever been released in the United States.
All right, next up, we got a big one. We got Mikazuki in a 6-gallon, y'all. These are giant Buckholz grown Mikazukis, crescent moon there, introduced by Talon Buckholz. Absolutely phenomenal plant. If you're familiar with Mikazuki, here's a chance to buy an instant gratification size on that.
Y'all, we're bringing back hot sauce in a 1 gallon. We found one more 1 gallon around the nursery, and we said, let's throw it on here on the eBay channel. And hot sauce is a selection by Masayoshi Yano. We worked with him. We're able to put that name hot sauce on it. And it is a red Acer olive ranum. It's one of the first red olive ranums, the first colored leaf olive ranums out there. And, we've got our hot blonde. Hot sauce makes a great pairing with hot blonde.
All right, those are the ones ending today. After this video airs, you'll see these trees on the Maple Mafia eBay channel. We do have new trees that will be going off on Sunday evening. So
10 trees go off today, and 10 trees come on for next week. And so they'll be on for the full week for next week. You'll see those coming on right as these other ones are going off. The rest of these other 10 are actually ending on Sunday, and we won't be doing a live on Sunday to talk about these trees, so we're going to talk about them now as well. Next up, we've got Acer Palmatum Marmalade.
Yeah, great Talon Buckholz introduction. We sold these on MrMaple. They sold out, had a few extras, so we decided to drop this one. I think this is one of the last ones to be able to drop on eBay. Marmalade, super next level, seedling from Orange Dream, Talon Buckholz named one of his newest introductions. These are XL size 1 gallons. Grab you one. It's a good deal. It's a really cool plant.
Now, Dai, you may have heard us talk a little bit about this selection. It's a selection from North Korea. And one of our friends had been trading scions with him and grafted it. And shortly after, the guy in North Korea sort of disappeared.
Uh-oh.
So he may have gotten some trouble for shipping some scions out of North Korea. And
I'm hoping he didn't die for this tree.
I'm hoping he didn't either. But Dai is a really rare weeping lace leaf they don't see frequently in the nursery trade, and really awesome, super rare.
Hopefully, he just quit trading and got safe. We never know about that one, but interesting tree. You rarely see maples from North Korea. Next up, we've got Hitode. That's another Talon Buckholz introduction. The name means starfish, super rare. Green starfish, perfect pairing with Peve starfish, the red. So kind of a rare one there. Does fit well with it because it's in that 6 to 7 foot range in 10 years as well. So it fits in really nicely there.
And Hitode is listed as Palmatum by Talon Buckholz, but it definitely, I would think it has some Shirasanum influence in it. Core often talks about many of the convex selections, which are the maples that cup downward, have some Acer Shirasanum influence in them because a lot of them come from the lineage of Shirasanum palmatifolium. Hitode, smaller, dense, compact form, really cool. And it's one of those trees that you don't see frequently in the trade again. It's one that doesn't produce a lot of scionwood. And so here we're dropping it here on the eBay channel.
Next up, we've got Acer Palmatum Hups Dwarf, guys, in a Welsh pot from Buckholz Nursery. Good size on these. I mean, this Welsh pots, don't let them fool you. They're a little bit shorter on the root ball, so the root ball's not quite as big. Great size plants. Talon loves Welsh pots because he believes it helps the top get out there a little quicker. This is an excellent size 1 gallon Hups Dwarf.
That is an excellent size. I didn't see that one until right now. That one's sharp. Next up, y'all, we've got Acer Shirasanum Yellow Canary. And Yellow Canary.
Mic drop.
Yeah, I know. Yellow Canary. It's only been dropped a few times here on the eBay. And it is one of Talon's newest introductions and one of the sharpest, really neat, awesome Acer Shirasanums.
It's killer. All right, next up, we've got Acer Palmatum Hubble Super Cork in a 7 gallon, guys. Another Buckholz grown plant. Great tree. This is an introduction by Scott Hubble, our good friend down at Metro. Doesn't ship, so you can grab this cork bark tree from us here. Cork's up pretty early, which we like. So this one typically tends to develop that cork bark a lot faster than other cork bark style maples.
Next up, we've got Kurnajishi in a 2 gallon. Some awesome size in that 2 gallon. The Red Lion Japanese maple, still underrated. It's got some brick red color, leaves it twist like a Shishigashira. Dense, compact form. It's a next level Japanese maple and just an amazing size here in this 2 gallon.
All right, guys, we've got Autumn Moon in a 3 gallon. Great plant. You know, Autumn Moon, get a well-established one here today. Really love Autumn Moon. Kind of reminds you a little bit of Moonrise. Sometimes you get some of that apricot new growth. Really nice oranges in the fall. We've got a giant one outside the Buckholz Nursery. If you haven't already, go to the MrMaple channel. Check out our view of that giant Autumn Moon. He bought that from Del Lauk's sister back in the day. I mean, like 40-something years ago. It's the biggest Autumn Moon I've ever seen. Really a cool specimen to check out.
Now, did I mention we have on MrMaple.com right now Black Friday sales happening? So you should definitely go check those out. That's MrMaple.com/Black Friday. Some awesome deals because we've just got everything going on right now. One of the most amazing times of the season to go shop. And on MrMaple.com, it's some of the best deals you can find. Next up, we've got a 2-gallon Acer palmatum Phantom Flame.
Yeah, great plant. Gets that dark border to it. Reminds me a little bit of First Ghost, but you get even a more pronounced fingernail border to it. So it's almost like a Tsutsuma Gaki X Purple Ghost or X First Ghost. So you get even a darker border on that First Ghost style. Pretty cool plant though. Good size here on a 2-gallon.
And y'all, to finish this eBay sale off on Sunday, the last thing going off is a 6-gallon Acer palmatum tattoo. And if you know anything about tattoo, it's extremely slow growing. So these 6 gallons take a long time to get there. And
that one's a big one.
It's a big one. It's got some great size to it. I mean, that's an amazing plant to take advantage of. We can ship this tree out to you. And it's just got some awesome size for a tattoo. Tattoo is one of the slowest growing Japanese maples out there, much slower growing than Makawa Yatsubusa. Still has that tightly layering form like Makawa, ruffled leaf. It's a next level Acer palmatum.
Guys, I hope you're enjoying those Black Friday sales. Our Maple Mafia channel is sponsored by MrMaple.com, so definitely go check it out. MrMaple.com/Black Friday. That's where all the deals are at. Phenomenal deals going on over there, guys. Make sure to check it out. We really appreciate y'all. We appreciate you shopping our Maple Mafia eBay channel. You guys begged us to do this, so we started on a whim. Weren't planning on continuing to do it, but you guys have made it successful, so we're continuing to offer some neat things here. As long as you guys are interested, we'll kind of keep bringing it back, bringing you some items on there. So, as long as they're selling and you guys are really into it, there's a lot of cool things we can kind of twist our arms to let go of every now and then. These are normally items we wouldn't list in that 1-on-1 sale. They're items that aren't going to appear on a 10 at 10 typically for a little bit of time. And so we're able to kind of talk ourselves into letting go of them. So you guys are able to purchase them here on the Maple Mafia eBay channel. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the Maple Mafia channel on YouTube. We're adding original content there all the time, guys, whether it's lives or small shorts. We're going to start giving you more content, especially this spring on this channel. A lot of unedited content, a lot of raw behind-the-scenes looks at how the nursery industry works, at MrMaple, at us unloading trucks, at us doing all kinds of different things, and kind of a first look at it. So it's really for you hardcore MrMaple fans. It's for the people that want to see a little bit more than we give you on 7 days a week on the MrMaple channel. I know I went live and give you some of the things coming off the truck sometimes. People really like those videos because you kind of get the first-hand look at things that are coming to eBay and to the 10 at 10s a little early. So you might get a little more insider information on MrMaple by subscribing to the Maple Mafia channel.
Thank you all so much. Remember to check out these trees as they're going off, and also that MrMaple sale on Black Friday sale, MrMaple.com/Black Friday. Thank you all so much. Take care.
God bless.
And have a great day.